I hope everybody is having a great Wednesday. And if you guys didn't see that call that I just did for the webinar, I will go ahead and post it when it uploads to YouTube. And of course, I'm going to be recording this call, so I'll upload that too. I kind of want to talk tonight about some things that I learned this weekend at Chalene Johnson's Smart Success. And of course, I won't be able to share everything because I have like literally the most notes I've ever taken in this like whole book from this thing, that it was just amazing. But something I learned from Tiffany while she was there, and I don't think she's on the call, but she was struggling with what she should be talking about, like which product, which program, which challenge pack, that sort of thing every month. And I said, Tiffany, you know, and she won't mind if I say this because I'm like her sister, but you need to be promoting what you're using. She was struggling with what she should be sharing the challenge packs that are on sale this month. And yes, you can do that. And yes, you know, we all need to be talking about Beachbody On Demand, but I will be real with you and tell you that I always promote the 21-Day Fix. That is the program that I think everybody should start with. And as you are talking to people and you're asking them about their exercise, like what are you doing now? What is your regimen now? Those things. If you think that the 21-Day Fix isn't going to be a fit for them, then you can offer other programs. But really, truly, that is what I always lead with is a 21-Day Fix. It's because I know it. I mean, when I'm doing Max 30, that does come up. But I pretty much just promote what I am doing at the time because that's what you know best. So don't overthink it. And if you haven't tried out Beachbody On Demand, you should all have your club memberships, and you should definitely try it out because that is going to be it is a game changer to us. Last year we got the 21-Day Fix, which was completely huge for us, and this year it's going to be Beachbody On Demand, and it's only going to get better and better as the year goes on. So we were able to see Bo Eason speak live at this event, and if you don't know him, which I don't know a lot of his background, but he was a football player that got injured pretty quickly and then went on to become a Broadway star. He actually did a play where he played everybody in his life. So he was the only person on stage, and he played every character in the play. And to see him speak was amazing. I highly recommend going on YouTube and looking up his channel and listening to some of the things that he talks about. He was sharing with us how to successfully share your story and how important that is. People like to follow people. They don't like to follow products. The key to the kingdom is your story. And if you were on the call beforehand, you might have noticed that I threw in a lot more stories into my examples. That's because people relate to that. And you want to be sharing yourself. And so basically he was just giving us tips on doing that. People are comfortable with you when you share about you, even if it's, you know, we always talk about sharing positive things and stuff, but if you're having a bad day, share that. Or if you didn't make it through a program, share that. I'm the queen for that. I'm sure if you went back through my Facebook page, you could see that, you know, I have trouble following through with programs, but I always tell my customers that or my followers that, and then I jump back on and I keep going. But they like that because it relates to them. The other thing that he talked about was, I wish Tiffany was on this call because she should talk about this part because it was her favorite. But physicality, basically being a predator. I know that sounds strange, but he has a whole video on it and he explains it so well. But never apologizing for you, never apologizing for asking someone to buy a challenge pack. You should own that. And that is part of, you know, that is part of our program. Shakeology and a program, that is what we are. It's one complete thing. And if you go in there with confidence and you don't apologize it for up front, then people are going to believe you and they're going to trust you. And they are, I don't want to say they'll believe you because that just sounds like a crazy salesperson thing. Because that's not what I mean at all. what I mean is we do believe in it. So we should be telling people what we believe in and with confidence and not apologizing about it. You should own the price of the challenge pack and share that with people. Let me see. If you apologize, that's when people don't trust you anymore, is basically what he was saying. The other thing that he talked about was generosity and giving all of yourself all of the time. And this connects with so many different ways, giving more than you can every day. Maybe it's just 1% more every day, but doing that, whether it be with your clients, your customers, or just your business in general, or to yourself. Just be all of you, all of the time. And this also plays into another thing that was big with this conference is multitasking is not going to get you anywhere. And this was huge for me because if you guys know me, like I am a huge multitasker. Like I have like 2 computers and I'm cooking dinner at the same time, and listening to a YouTube thing. So I did that for a very long time with my business. I don't know if some of you guys were on the call last night, Rhonda's call. And I multitask and I got nothing done. When I finally decided to shut down, do my power hour every day and just focus on that, do not get into the Facebook newsfeed, do not start responding back to things. And I just focused on my numbers every day and nothing else at that time is when things started rolling for me and coming to me. So that was the gist of what he said. One of the things he said, if you move with purpose, my mouth is getting dry, I'm sorry. If you move with purpose, you'll collide with your destiny. And I completely believe that. Even if you don't know like where you're going or what you're doing, you just move forward. Just keep going. There's sometimes I don't know what I'm doing. I mean, I think that I feel right now that it took me 4 times to get that call that I just did right. I mean, and people may not think that, but for me, I just kept doing it over and over. I knew that if I did it again, that I would feel better about it. And I knew that if I shared my story more, that I would get better at it. And if you're afraid to share your story, I think there's different levels. If you have results and even if you have pictures, I know this is so super scary for everybody, but I promise you that if you share those, things will explode for you and you're going to be like, holy cow. Even if you just share whatever you're experiencing, maybe it's fitting into a new pair of pants, or maybe it's, I remember for me when I was losing weight, it was after I had my son, was fitting in my wedding ring. Things like that. People relate with that sort of stuff. So you want to share that. And if there's other parts to your story, like personally wise, it took me a long time to come out about my bankruptcy. And there was a few reasons why it took me a long time, because we live in this small town and my husband has this reputation. It's, his family is a pretty prominent family. We drill all the water wells here in this town. And so a lot of people looked at us like, we always have money and this and that. And so when we had to file bankruptcy, we kind of kept it hush hush, kind of not because I can't keep anything hush hush, but it wasn't something that we really regularly talked about because people, number one, thought that it was a scam or we didn't need to do it or whatever. So I was having a really hard time sharing that with Beachbody. But then I came around to thinking the people that are going to judge me don't matter, and those aren't the people that I want to follow me. The people I want to follow are the people that were having the feelings that I was having when we had to do it. And I want to help those people feel better about the decision they have to make and show them that there's a way that they can, in 3 years buy a house or go on vacation or just make some extra money. So that's where you have to turn your story around a little bit. And if you just have to share like little pieces at a time, I challenge you to do that just a little bit at a time until you feel comfortable enough. And then you write that puke post and hit enter and then close the computer and run away. I'm just kidding. But we've all done it. I mean, we all have done it. We've all wrote this long post or this video or whatever, and we just hit send and do it. The more you do it, the more comfortable that you'll get at it. So basically, that is my call for tonight, and I don't think I can talk anymore. But if anybody has any questions, even if it doesn't concern to that, go for it. If Sam wants to add anything, if anybody, I just have to give a shout out though, because Catherine, I'm looking at you like you're right next to me. I feel like when I was doing this call, that I see that in you. Like one day I just looked on Facebook and I'm like, oh my gosh, look at how much you're sharing. Like I was so happy to see, you just like jumped into it and you were just so positive, and you are going to attract some amazing people for sure.
Thank you. This is such an eye-opening experience for me. I have, in the little time I have been with you guys and with Beachbody, I've honestly learned so much, and personal development is so key. At least for me, I'm still struggling with my exercises. I've been trying to do the 21-day fix because I'm in your group and I'm trying to do it, and I'm not doing very well. So I've got to just like really like write down and focus on what I want to get out of things and everything else. And once I do that, I'm pretty good at following through, but I get off track here and there. So
that is me 100%, but you're doing something. That's better than doing nothing. So.
Awesome. Well, thank you.
You're welcome. Does anybody have anything else to add or any questions? All right. Well, I will let you guys go tonight. I know that some of us want to get and talk to some people that we just did a call with. So if you have any questions or anything, just let us know. I'll post this in the group, and we will see you all on the boards. Have a great night.